Now I'll read the next chapter, which is marriage. Then Almitra spoke again and said, "And what of marriage, master?" And he answered, saying, "You were born together, and together you shall be for evermore. You shall be together when the white wings of death scatter your days. Aye, you shall be together even in the silent memory of God. But let there be spaces in your togetherness, and let the winds of the heavens dance between you. Love one another, but make not a bond of love. Let it rather be a moving sea between the shores of your souls. Fill each other's cup, but drink not from one cup. Give one another of your bread, but eat not from the same loaf. Sing and dance together and be joyous, but let each one of you be alone, even as the strings of a lute are alone, though they quiver with the same music. Give your hearts, but not into each other's keeping, for only the hand of life can contain your hearts. And stand together, yet not too near together. For the pillars of the temple stand apart, and the oak tree and the cypress grow not in each other's shadow." Wow, this is beautiful. And then he's talking about children. And a woman who held a babe against her bosom said, "Speak to us of children." And he said, "Your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. You may house their bodies, but not their souls, for their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit, not even in your dreams. You may strive to be like them, but seek not to make them like you. For life goes not backward, nor tarries with yesterday. You are the bows from which your children as living arrows are sent forth. The archer sees the mark upon the path of the infinite, and he bends you with his might, that his arrows may go swift and far. Let your bending in the archer's hand be for gladness, for even as he loves the arrow that flies, as he loves also the bow that is stable." Giving. Then said a rich man, "Speak to us of giving." And he answered, "You give but little when you give of your possessions. It is when you give of yourself that you truly give." Oh my God. "For what are your possessions but things you keep and guard for fear you may need them tomorrow? And tomorrow, what shall tomorrow bring to the overprudent dog burying bones in the trackless sand as he follows the pilgrims to the holy city? And what is fear of need but need itself? Is not dread of thirst when your well is full? The thirst that is unquenchable? There are those who give little of the much which they have, and they give it for recognition, and their hidden desire makes their gifts unwholesome. And there are those who have little and give it all. They are the believers in life and the bounty of life, and their coffer is never empty. There are those who give with joy, and that joy is their reward. And there are those who give with pain, and that pain is their baptism. And there are those who give and know not pain in giving, nor do they seek joy, nor give with mindfulness of virtue. They give us in yonder valley that myrtle breathes its fragrance into space. Through the hands of such as these God speaks, and from behind their eyes he smiles upon the earth. It is well to give when asked, but it is better to give unasked, through understanding. And to open-handed the search for one who shall receive is joy greater than giving. And is there aught you would withhold? All you shall someday be given. All you have shall someday be given. Therefore, give now, that the season of giving may be yours and not your inheritors. You often say, "I would give, but only to the deserving." The trees in your orchard say not so, nor the flocks in your pasture. They give that they may live, for to withhold is to perish. They give that they may live, for to withhold is to perish. Surely he who is worthy to receive his days and his nights is worthy of all else from you. And he who has deserved to drink from the ocean of life deserved to fill his cup from your little stream. And what desert greater shall there be than that which lies in the courage and the confidence, nay, the charity of receiving? And who are you that men should rend their bosom and unveil their pride, that they may see their worth naked and their pride unabashed? See first that you yourself deserve to be a giver and an instrument of giving. For in truth it is life that gives unto life, while you, who deem yourself of a giver, are but a witness. And you receivers, and you are all receivers, assume no weight of gratitude, lest you lay a yoke upon yourself and upon him who gives. Rather rise together with the giver on his gifts as on wings. For to be over mindful of your debt is to doubt his generosity, who has the free hearted earth for mother and God for father. This is amazing. I just want to keep going. Eating and drinking. Then an old man, a keeper of an inn, said, Speak to us of eating and drinking. And he said, Would that you could live on the fragrance of the earth, and like an air plant be sustained by the light. But since you must kill to eat, and rob the newly born of its mother's milk to quench your thirst, let it then be an act of worship. Oh my goodness. And let your boat stand an altar on which the pure and the innocent of forest and plain are sacrificed for that which is purer and still more innocent in many. When you kill a beast, say to him in your heart, By the same power that slays you, I too am slain, and I too shall be consumed. For the Lord that delivered you into my hand shall deliver me into a mightier hand. Your blood and my blood is not, but the sap that feeds the tree of heaven. And when you crush an apple with your teeth, say to it in your heart, Your seed shall live in my body, and the birds of your tomorrow shall blossom in my heart, and your fragrance shall be my breath, and together we shall rejoice through all the seasons. And in the autumn, when you gather the grapes of your vineyards for the winepress, say in your heart, I too am a vineyard, and my fruit shall be gathered for the winepress. And like new wine I shall be kept in eternal vessels. And in winter, when you draw the wine, let there be in your heart a song for each cup. And let there be in the song a remembrance for the autumn days, and for the vineyard, and for the winepress. This is amazing. This person, whoever he is, he's talking about everything: work, crime, punishment. Oh my God, he's just amazing. I'll stop today because I have to sleep as well. But oh my God, क्या लिखा है, मज़ा आ गया. मतलब प्यार करो तो शिद्दत से करो, और प्यार में सिर्फ मज़ा नहीं है, प्यार में दुख भी है, दर्द भी है, तकलीफ़ भी है. प्यार करने के लिए प्यार करो. शादी के बारे में तो क्या ही खूब लिखा है कि एक दूसरे के साथ रहो, लेकिन एक दूसरे से थोड़ा दूर रहो ताकि तुम खुद ग्रो कर पाओ. अगर किसी और को अपनी छाँव में ढक लोगे तो वो ग्रो कैसे करेगा. एक दूसरे को दो, है ना, लेकिन एक ही कप खाली मत करो. दोनों एक दूसरे से लो, दोनों एक दूसरे को दो, और दोनों के बीच में फासला रखो ताकि तुम इंडिविजुअल्स हो, तुम आपस में साथ में ग्रो कर सको. एक दूसरे को सफोकेट मत करो प्यार के नाम पर. दैट इज़ व्हाट ही हैज़ रिटन अबाउट मैरिज. अबाउट चिल्ड्रन, इसमें तो और भी क्या ही खूब लिखा है कि तुम्हारे बच्चे नहीं हैं, वो खुद उनकी अपनी एक ज़िंदगी है, वो तुम्हारे थ्रू आ रहे हैं, लेकिन तुमसे नहीं आने चाहिए. उनके थॉट्स तुमसे मिलें ये ज़रूरी नहीं है. उन्हें तुम अपने जैसा मत बनाओ, वो जैसे हैं उन्हें वैसा बनने दो. उसको ऐसे समझो कि वो तीर हैं, तुम्हारी तरकश की कमान में रखे हुए तीर हैं. जब कमान में से तीर निकल जाता है तो वो कहीं पर भी जाकर लग सकता है. तो तुम वो तरकश का कमान बनो जो उन्हें वो स्टेबिलिटी दे, ताकि वो निशाने पर जाकर लगें, वो अपनी ज़िंदगी अपने हिसाब से जिएँ. ये इतना बढ़िया. यू में हाउस देयर बॉडीज़ बट नॉट देयर सोल्स. तुम उनके शरीर का ध्यान रख सकते हो, उनकी सोल, उनकी रूह, उनकी आत्मा तुम्हारी नहीं है. वो जो करना चाहते हैं उन्हें करने दो. अबाउट गिविंग, ओ माई गॉड, गिविंग में तो उसने ये लिखा है कि जो कुछ है तुम्हारे पास अपना सब कुछ वार दो, है ना. उसका हिसाब मत रखो. ये मत सोचो कि कौन लायक है और कौन लायक नहीं है, क्योंकि ये तुम तय नहीं कर सकते कि कौन लायक है कौन नहीं है. जो समंदर का पानी पी सकता है, जो पेड़ों की छाँव ले सकता है, पूरी अर्थ ने जिसे अपना सब कुछ दे दिया है, उसे तुम भी अपना सब कुछ दे सकते हो. For what are your possessions but things you keep and guard for fear you may need them tomorrow? It is when you give of yourself that you truly give. अपना सामान मत दो, खुद को दो. पोजेशंस देने की बात नहीं हो रही है, खुद को त्याग देने की बात हो रही है. जो खुशी से देता है वह खुशी ही उसका रिवॉर्ड है, जो दुख के साथ देता है वो दुख ही उसका पश्चाताप है. भाई क्या लिखा है? See first that you yourself deserve to be a giver and an instrument of giving. And with this sentiment only I teach. I just want to give entire knowledge that I have, acquire more knowledge so I that give them more knowledge, I can make them understand life, I can make them, बस जितना है मेरे पास मैं सब उन पे वार दूँ, यही मेरी इच्छा है. बाकी देखो क्या होता है. थोड़े बहुत तो पैसे बचाने के रखने पड़ते हैं, है ना. इतने भी हम आइडियलिस्टिक नहीं हो सकते हैं. बट येस, ट्रस्ट मी, देयर इज़ नथिंग बेटर देन द जॉय ऑफ गिविंग. आई हैव एक्सपीरियंस्ड इट माई सेल्फ. एंड लास्ट इज़ अबाउट ईटिंग एंड ड्रिंकिंग. तो उसमें यही है कि ग्रैटिट्यूड रखो. अगर तुम दूध भी पी रहे हो ना, अब तुमको अपना पेट तो भरना है, तो ऐसा तो नहीं है कि तुम कुछ खाओगे नहीं, तुम किसी को मारोगे नहीं, या तुम कोई पेड़ नहीं खाओगे. बट हैव दैट ग्रैटिट्यूड. फिर उनकी पूजा करो कि तुम उनकी वजह से ज़िंदा हो. ये सब इसमें लिखा है. Some amazing wisdom by this man. I do not know what his name is. The name of the author is Khalil Gibran. Al-Mustafa है इनका नाम. तो Al-Mustafa बहुत ही काम की बातें कर रहे हैं. आगे भी हम जानते रहेंगे what he has to say about work, about other things, joy and sorrow. But I'm done for today. Bye bye.